too hectic. We shall see. Branch in the way, it's nothing too bad, you can see it fairly easily. This looks a bit wet. Hoping there's going to be enough wood in the valley. Especially given that we've had storms, that will have knocked some branches down, surely. That's a new squeaky noise in the boot. Everything's making a noise today. It's a bit annoying. I apologise if it's annoying you. I've already had to sellotape one of the fishing rods to the roof. The boot's squeaking as well. Well, we should be going down, so it's always interesting when we go up. Is probably, from a video perspective, it's like the boring way to do the video, because you've got to do all this before you can get down to the river, whereas coming the other way, you come down Dingo Hill, and then at the end of Dingo Hill, that's where Caledonia River starts, and you're in the river straight away. That's where you are. So this bit you have to put up with car at the moment. Steve's got everything in his car. Like, I've got no fridge. I've got recovery gear on the back, but that's it. So my car is a little bit lighter than normal. Wiggly in the rear end. The fridge, having the fridge in there kind of just gives the back end a little bit of stability. Down into second. Or I think we might drop into first. That was not pretty. Once the track starts to drop down, I reckon it's a first job. We're obviously in the section that is steep.
Copy that.
Can't think. Hey. That's a long gap before a whoopsie. Could they not put one in the middle? Whoa, this is rough as all guts. Lock it in, there we go. Look, sunshine. Yeah. Can't believe the weather. Not a fan of driving in the rain. Like, I don't need to test myself like that to the kind of brown pants stage. This is enough of a test. And I think as well, driving tracks when it's wet isn't necessarily that good for the track. Let's go over that rock step. Amazing that we're going down into the valley. We are dropping though, so we started off at 1,500. I'll just go to first, and oh, maybe I should put down ascent control on this, and we're now on 1,285. This is the kind of stuff that I'll put the downhill ascent control on when the car starts to kind of almost jump down the track. It's no longer rolling, it's jumping, but that was fine. Let's go into second. Got some steep switchbacks coming up here. Pretty loose as well. That would be interesting in the rain. I don't know, the car feels like it's on an angle of about 45 degrees. Can't see the drop off on the left hand side there, but that was alright. Doesn't seem to be running away, like I'm not skidding, slipping, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I do need new bash plates. For those of you that are interested, because people ask me all the time, So my channel, because my videos are really short, there's a bit of a hole there. I just have, through the summer months, I earn about $50 a month. So I don't do this for the money, that's for sure. I do it because I just enjoy it. It's like my hobby is collecting campgrounds. I really struggle if I drive past a campground and I haven't filmed it and there's no time and I just have to drive. I'm like, oh, it's one for my collection. So yeah, I don't make bags of money, but I've made enough to be able to buy a new GoPro, which is the one on the roof. And there's a little bit left over. And then through the winter months, because I only managed to turn the money on last summer, I think it was. Through the winter months, it will drop down to $20 a month. So, you know, if you're thinking of becoming a YouTuber and creating content, you know, it's not as quick and easy to make money unless you have something that just catches everybody and becomes viral. I'm very niche. You know, if you camp around Victoria and you love four-wheel driving, then you're more likely to subscribe and watch. But somebody from the UK, I mean, I know I've got a couple of people who watch my videos from all over the world, but most people are local, so I've got a very limited audience. But yeah, there you go, there's the numbers. Hold on. Still going up. I think some of the YouTubers who have probably around the same number of subscribers but make longer videos, more like the kind of trip report kind of videos, I think they probably get more because they have longer videos. I don't get a lot for a 5-minute video of a campground. Nice little ridgeline drive here. And we've only dropped 200 meters since we started the track. View. I just love how the colours change as it gets further away. Stunning. Feel sorry for people who don't come out here and don't see this. So, in maybe about 400 meters, we're coming up to a section that basically we're dropping down into the valley and it's labelled as steep. So we shall see what happens there. Once you get down and it kind of flattens out a bit, there is a bit of a tree on the left hand side that if you're not paying attention will give you some really nice pin stripes along kind of the window level of your car. Yeah, it's not what John wants. What's that there? It's a little spot to camp if you want. I don't know why you'd camp there when there's kind of a camping ground up to the left. Just follow the track round to the right. Get in the right gear. Might just drop down one more. It's ridiculously slow. I say it all the time. I bore myself because I'm saying it, but it is. Like, oof, just a little kiss there. This looks like there's tons of grip here. There are a few kind of flat rocks. It's a bit turned up. The type of thing that you'll just randomly hit with your tyre and your tyre will spin. It will have no grip in the wet. But most of it looks okay. It doesn't look like many people have got stuck. Like, I can't see any tyre marks where somebody's had to give it some to try and get out of anything. There's a little rain gully down the right hand side here. I don't really want to go in that rut. Go. Got some water on the track coming over the side. Oh, that looks cut up.
Charlie, just come off the camping area.
Copy that, thank you. We do a 2 now. Bit of a drop off down the left hand side. Nicole's going to love that. Mind you, she's probably asleep. I'm not even jinxing it, I'm not going to say it. Ooh, tight little switchback. Tight little switchback coming. I reckon it's wide enough to do it in one though. She says. Ooh, maybe not. Be safe. This reminds me a bit of Burgoyne down on McAllister. It's a bit in the campground, dropping into the valley. I mean, that's what we're doing really, aren't we? We're not that far away. We're not camping here, we're going to carry on a bit. Can't remember what I was joking about this morning about an 8-hour drive and how ridiculous an 8-hour drive is, and now I'm like, oh yeah, okay, we're coming up to 8 hours.
We've got a snake in front of us having a fight with something, another snake, or it's just caught a lizard or something.
Ah, film it, film it. Come on, Nicole.
He is out filming it, yes?
Yeah.
Snake catcher.
Maybe I ran over it and it's actually in its death throes.
Still up around something. It's a snake and a lizard.
Cool.
I think the lizard's with it. It looks like a brown snake though.
This is a tight one. That's a tight one. Reverse. Don't want to be in neutral. Bloody hell. Let's just put it in park a second. There is a switchback coming up that is quite tight, so you'll definitely want to work on doing a 3-point to get down there.
Doing one at the moment,
This is not a nice little drop off. There we go. Can't see what the go is. It's great. Ooh, ah. After that tight switchback, there is a bit of a rocky section. I absolutely hammered my ass on the ground. Nightmare to cut that tree right on that rocky bit. So yeah, there's some kind of rocky steps. It's loose. It's a big drop off. We're nearly down. How the track changes colour, I think. 1 minute you're in white, then the next minute you're in yellow, and then the next minute you're in red. Ooh. Thought I was going to scrape then. Oh, I hate it when you can't see. How's everybody going? Just in one, taking it nice and slow, I hope?
A little less vertical, but we're good.
Yeah, it's steep, isn't it? Is it still fighting?
Hearing me trying to go off the edge. Yeah, as I went past it, it started to do my turnaround, it started going behind my car. So it was trying to run off with the lizard in its mouth.
Oh, nature's amazing, isn't it? So the lizard lost then?
Oh yeah, it's definitely lost. So I'm on my way now.
like a really deep crossing and we can't do it. John in the Prado, car number 3, doesn't have a snorkel. So we're hoping that none of this is deep. Show you this, I've got time. This is the campground that's called Puddle on rooftops. It's that. Which is fine, but I'm like, let's put it on a little bit. I want to see. It says on the map, and I can't remember. I should have watched my own video. Really. Should have watched my own video and picked a campground. I actually want campground right near Ford 2 or 3 on rooftops. It's called Pretty Campsite. It's beautiful, but we're not going to make it. So we're going to camp at this end. And on rooftops it says the one near 412 is a big one, but rooftops is old, so just play it by ear, see what we get. Probably should stop and let people catch up. We need firewood. It's by Ford 14. I can drive back and get that. I'm not expecting this to be deep. Got a few big rocks there. Oh bloody see. That's a big tree, isn't it? I think it might crunch. Yeah, there we go. Might just might just stop here and wait for them to catch up. Take a picture. Oh, what's going on here? I'm losing all my bits. Can you let me know when you're down to the bottom, please, Steve? Don't know where anything is. I might just go forward a bit. I don't want anyone to come around that corner and crash into me. I've just stopped. I've gone over Ford 14. It's fine. There's a couple of big rocks, but it should be fine for everybody. I've just stopped to let everybody bunch up a little bit.
I think I'm down the steep parts now. We've just crossed the creek.
Cool. I'm just on the other side. Yeah, I can see you. I just didn't want someone coming flying around that corner straight into me. is to find somewhere to camp and start.
Yeah, I'm definitely down the hill now.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Just crossing the creek.
Excellent. So that was Ford 14. So we're hoping that there's nobody camped at Ford 12, and we can camp there. That's the plan. River track, you can see that river is much bigger than this river. Caledonia River is actually quite a small one, not very wide. I mean, I'm sure when it's in flood it's going to be wide. God, well, I don't really think I've got much option here. It's gonna have to do it, aren't I?
I'm crossing forward.
Thank you. Oh, my wing mirror's in. What have I hit that on? There's a mud hole coming up. I just drove through it because you don't really have a choice, and it was fine. find somewhere to camp, at least there's these trees down that we can, I'll drive back and collect if we need wood. Just wait and see if there's any at camp to start off with. That's the good thing about coming after you've had a storm the week before. Lots of fallen debris, and yeah, you don't want branches with green leaves on, that doesn't burn well, but they'll drop the dead limbs that have been holding on for a while. we've got about just under 2 kilometers to go. Well, hopefully we can stop and make camp. I'm just crossing my fingers there's nobody camped in there. That'll annoy me. I hate camping with other people. And look, you know, people come out here and they can have their music, they can have their generator. I can't stop you, but I don't want to camp next to you, that's for sure. Don't want to camp next to the group of P-platers who are going to have a massive party. No thanks. I'll be in bed by 10 after my 1 glass of wine. So tomorrow I'll finish the track off, and then we've got, I want to go and look at Kelly's lane, Kelly's hut. Never been down there. The plan was to be home by just after lunch, but because we've not got so far, we were supposed to get to the end of Caledonia River and set up camp at the end, but we've not. So it means that everything's going to get pushed back tomorrow, and we'll finish camp later. But people can break off if they don't want to come. If the rest of the group don't want to come along Kelly's lane, they can leave. As soon as we get to the top, it's pretty much easy. Then you've on Tambaritha Road, which is just a dirt road, no drama. They'll be able to get home okay if they choose. I luckily don't have work tomorrow because I'm a teacher, so yay, it's the holidays. Not tomorrow, Monday. Be nice to actually see the river, wouldn't it? We've got a couple of tributaries coming in at this ford, so I think the river might get a little bit bigger this further south of here. That's a bit of a big rock. Track there. Stay on the official track. Hopefully there's somewhere to camp. I don't remember. Like I said, I should have watched my own video. Silly me. That's a nice bit of wood. Come back and get some of that. I think whatever camp we find is going to be long grass. 13 is fine to cross. It's got 2 bits, but nothing got me. I wonder if that is classed as one of the areas to camp. I would call that small, I wouldn't call that large. Goes round it. It kind of looks a bit muddy, but it's fine. There's bags of room there. It's not slippy. Jesus, brakes work. Ooh, that looks deep there. I just want to have a look at how deep this is. Watch John not be able to get across here.
Way past the tree.
It's all the same depth. So this ford, you might want to just wait, Craig, maybe. John might want to just have a look at it. I think you'll be fine, but just so you know, it's small, but it's like V-shaped. It's got a deep channel in the middle. Why is it beeping? Hi, DC, what? Oh shit. Alright, my car is flashing at me. Shut up. Steve, can you hear me? Steve, can you hear me? I think my car is having a little bit of a meltdown. Do I turn the engine off? Like all the dash lights are flashing.
Still drive forward, or is it turned off?
It's not turned off yet. Do I turn it off? So I've got the diff light the low light is flashing, the ABS light is on, there's a picture of a steering wheel with an exclamation mark, the airbag light is on, and then there's another light that's come on above the traction, and my radio just went crazy.
Drive forward so at least we can all get across, and I can check it out when I get over there. Don't turn it off.
And it thinks the down, don't turn it off, did you say?
Do not turn it off.
Again, all the lights are on. Holy moly. Let me show you what's going on here. Let's clean it.
Yeah, battery light's on. So I may have done an alternator, so we'll get to camp.
Not turn it off.
Don't turn it off. Keep driving for now.
Would we know?
Don't think so. One time I don't have one. Oh, you think the alternator's maybe? You haven't slipped the belt? Yeah, just pop the bomb for a second. Just drill in the water pump.